Hey, what's going on? Daniel from these seven Seas. I know it's been a minute, but I'm still here. But today I'm really excited because I got a knife I've been chasing for a while, and it's gonna be the Eutsler Duck. This is the Dragon Duck. This is specifically the Darkwash Dragon Duck. And man, I've been looking for one of these guys for a while. And again, patience pays off. I was able to find one and bring it into my collection. So let's go ahead and turn this camera around and let's just go right into this review. All right, so today we're looking at a knife, like I said, that I've been chasing for a while. This is the Eutsler Duck. I know this has a really good reputation in our knife community. I know it's a little bit hard to get. It looks like, honestly, Eutsler, he does very small drops. Like, I don't know how many, but I would figure it's under 10 per drop. I'm not an insider, so I don't know that, but just kind of based on what I've seen, when he does a drop, it goes fast, like within seconds. I think he's like a one-man shop, to be honest. Yeah, very small outfit, but man, the things that he puts out are just absolutely phenomenal. I've had several ducks. I've had like what do you call it, different configurations, and they were all very great, but I'll be honest, this Dragon Duck is by far my favorite configuration. The milling on this is just absolutely phenomenal. Let me just do a quick close-up. Look at that texture. It has so much character. And as you can see, this is the Darkwash. I don't see a lot of these Darkwash Dragon Ducks, but man, this thing is just absolutely gorgeous. And I love how he has these pivot collars. It kind of adds a little bit more of that flair, a little bit more character to this knife. But man, what a phenomenal knife. Let's open her up. Boom. The action on these guys are second to none. It's just silky smooth. Look at that. Boom. It's not guillotine drop shut, but it's, I mean, look at that. Oh, just so good. I did notice, and I don't know if this is like maybe a newer feature, I'm not too sure, but if you can see right there, the detent ball is actually flat. It's like a flat detent ball. It's very reminiscent of the Grimsmo Rasks that I've had. That you know, I love these like flat detent balls because I feel like it makes the detent just more crispy, just very just refined. Something about that. Just I love that. So man, yeah, it's just absolutely gorgeous. Look at it. It does have what do you call it? Lock bar interface. I forgot the name of it. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but you know, it has a steel lock bar insert. That's what it is. So that's really cool. Yeah, I don't know what else to say much about this. This is just a phenomenal knife. It does have this centering kind of track. Again, I think Tri-State EDC said this, but man, when makers put in that centering line, you know, they're showing off. You know, they're saying that, man, these knives are going to be centered, because if they're not, you're going to be able to immediately tell based on that center line. But look at that, just dead centered. I mean, it's just a testament to their, you know, to the build quality, the ultra tight tolerances. As you can see, this is a frame lock. I do believe Eutsler has come out with inset liner locks, which I'm sure it's phenomenal. I would love to get my hands on one of those, but again, these things are just relatively hard to get, man. Like, even on the secondary, I don't really see them drop all that often, and when they do, even on the secondary, it goes by really quick. Anyways, let's just do a quick size comparison. Let's do the Mini FSDI. This is the brown Mini FSDI. As you can see, the Duck is actually a long knife. It has a slim profile, but it is a long knife, as you can see. I mean, it's it has probably about a 1/4 inch over the mini FSDI, and the mini FSDI is by no means a small knife, right? It is chunkier though. This is, I'm gonna be dropping a review on this guy soon as well. But yeah, it is slim, slender, but long, which I absolutely love. It feels good in the hand. I think for those with kind of meatier hands, it may feel a little bit too slender, but for me, I have medium-sized hands. Feels just right. You know, it's just locked in. Feels very comfortable. Everything, all the lines are just really well done. Everything kind of flows into each other. As you can see, that thumb ramp just flows right into the body, to the handle, and then you got this kind of an integrated lanyard hole, which I actually really like. You know, I'm not a lanyard guy, but it's just kind of like, it's just integrated into the overall lines of this knife. So, you know, some knives, you know, they'll go out of the way to have a lanyard hole, so kind of like messes up with the lines of the knife. But Eutsler did a great job of just integrating that in, and I like this kind of lanyard hole kind of placement, because even if I do put a lanyard on it, it's not gonna get in the way of when I grip the knife, right? So there you go, really great. Now another kind of Easter egg is right there on the inside. You'll see Eutsler DUK, which is really cool, cool like little touch, you know. But bam, oh, it's just the action on this is just phenomenal. Rock solid lockup, easy to deploy, like you just saw with the thumb. I could do it with the middle finger, right? And I could just kind of slow roll it. Man, just a great knife. The detent on this is on the firmer side, I would say, but it's not so firm that it's hard to deploy. You know, it's still relatively easy. Detent is great on this. The pocket clip is great, 3D milled pocket clip. I love the hidden hardware. You know, it's a very clean looking knife. You know, I love when makers do something, you know, stuff like that. Again, the mini FSD also has a hidden hardware for the clip. So all you do see is these 2 body screws and then the pivot screw. This is interesting. This is the one thing that I feel like kind of maybe disrupts the visual aesthetic of the knife, is these 2 body screws. But you know, it's neither here nor there, right? I mean, the maker has to keep the knife together somehow, right? But yeah, just overall great knife, just a phenomenal knife. I'll say this knife is for folks that are looking for a longer, I believe, you know, the blade length's about close to 3.5 inch. So if you're looking for like a long, slender knife that has a slim profile, definitely the DUK will fit the bill. If you're looking for just a silky action with a very just tuned, dialed in detent, the DUK is right up your alley. Look at this. Check out the detent on this. It just, there's no detent lash or nothing like that. It's just this knife feels just so refined in every way. This is rocking the Magna Cut blade. I know Magna Cut is all the rage these days, so Eutsler, I think most of his knives, at least the newer ones that he's dropped, are in the Magna Cut, and I think he does a fairly good job. I don't know his heat treat protocols or anything like that, but kind of based on my experience, his Magna Cut seems fairly on point. I'm not a knife steel nerd, so I can't attest to that other than just kind of real world use and carry. Yeah, other than that, this is like a very straightforward frame lock in terms of its design. Nothing crazy going on other than, of course, this milling. This dragon scale milling, I don't know how he pulls it off. I have seen more makers kind of employ this dragon scale type milling on their knives. I believe the Holtz, they do some of this. Who else would do it? I'm kind of, it's leaving me right now, but I have seen more of these kind of dragon scale. Oh, of course. Well, Grimsmo, they do a dragon scale type thing, but it's not like this, I would say, you know. But yeah, this thing definitely has a lot more texture. It just feels so good in the hand. Like all the little edges are knocked down, so there's no sharp edges on this dragon scale. It just feels so good. Absolutely love it. Look at that. Let me just do another close-up. I mean, this is a star of this show, at least for me, this and the action. But look at that. It's just, you can see kind of micro milling lines on each of the scale. And the way he did the stone wash, it just makes these scales really pop. You know, I feel like it adds a little bit more dimension to the knife. Now, it would have been interesting if he did something with the pocket clip, maybe if he put the scales on the clip. But even then, just like this plain, I think it still looks phenomenal. Yeah, I love this kind of geared backspacer. I've taken these guys apart before, and they're really easy to take out. If I recall correctly, these are T8s and that's a T10. I might be mistaken, but I think that's what it is. And these are not captured pivots, so you do need two tools to take this apart. But again, it's still really easy. And once you open it up, there's just nothing really crazy going on there other than that Eutsler DUK engraving. But yeah, nothing too fancy, but it's just, I love that. I love how this is as fancy as a traditional frame lock can get, in my opinion, in terms of the fit and finish, in terms of how it operates. I mean, it's just, it's a frame lock, you know, through and through. But what Eutsler did, I think it's really in the small details. You know, it's like in the way, I don't know what kind of bearing system is in here. I know some folks have put skiffs on here. I don't know what this one comes. I think this comes with the factory, I think maybe Delrin bearings, if I'm not mistaken. I think that's what I've seen in the past. But I would imagine if you put skiffs in here, oh my god, this knife would be just ultra. I mean, in every respect. I mean, it's already phenomenal as it is. And when you do take it apart, these pivot collars can come out. You could actually, I think, change it up with other pivot collars that he sells. And so this one, I think, came with this. So I have seen people kind of switch them up, which is cool. You know, you kind of make your knife your own, which is, I love that option. But yeah, there you go. I mean, this is pretty much a straightforward frame lock, you know, knife that really goes the extra mile in every respect. So love to hear your thoughts, your questions. Drop them down below. And if you like what you're watching, then feel free to give me a thumbs up and a subscribe. All right, take care now.